Hi, I'm Coach Kim from Move It Monday and In Shape Fitness, and this is your Monday Mile Warm-Up. This equipment-free session will take about 12 minutes of your time and will supercharge that mile you're about to take. So let's get started. You need a space about the size of a yoga mat, though you don't need an actual yoga mat. This is actually meant to be a workout that you can take with you to the park if you're walking or jogging in the park, or if you're leaving from your office. Find a spot in your conference room, but I want you to stand up straight for me, do a little postural systems check, make sure that your back is straight, your shoulders and chest are open, your ears are over your shoulders, your abs are contracted, your tailbone is tucked in, and you're marching in place. This is for 60 seconds, and each of the 8 moves that we do are going to be for 60 seconds, so get used to the format. Try to keep it as standard as possible here for you. Just march in place, keeping the back straight forward, just swinging your arms forward and back, and lifting those knees. Don't slam your foot on the floor, but develop that rhythm. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Move to the beat of the music. Very nice. All right, now I want you to slow it down a little bit in terms of your pace and lift the knee even higher. That forces you to stand on one foot for a little bit longer, which we're actually going to do specifically in a little bit. That's one of the moves we're going to do is a tree pose a little later. But I do want you to just slow it down, make that deliberately knee lift as high as possible in order to activate those butt cheeks. 5 seconds more. 4, 3, 2. Now let's do some jumping jacks. So before you start, a couple things. Make sure your back stays straight. You're still going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You're going to lift your arms up over your head. You'll have a slight bend in your elbow, but don't, really bend your arms. You want some powerful swings with those arms in order to activate your back. Blood needs to, get sort of sent through all of your arm muscles and your fingers. Just get it going in terms of power and control. Take your time. Jumping out to double shoulder width apart with your feet. Don't turn your toes out though, and then land lightly on the balls of your feet, okay? 30 seconds, time starts now. And with each of the 8 moves, you get a little bit of time in between each, about 30 seconds, in order for me to guide you through the start of the next move. So it's not like we're gonna get your heart rate up and sustain that level for 12 minutes, and you're not gonna be exerting yourself super, super intensely at any point. This is just meant to help activate all of your tissues, all of the muscles and ligaments and tendons, get blood flowing, get your fluids flowing, get you mentally ready for an active mile. You can walk a mile without this, of course, I know that, but this will make it better. It will help you have a stronger gait. You'll use your legs more effectively, which means you'll fatigue less, and it means you're going to boost your metabolism more as you walk. So hang in there with me for a couple more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Jumping jacks done. That's the only jumping you're going to do. Jumping's so important. Plyometrics send signals up your body through neurotransmitters that all reside in your feet. So when you jump a little bit, you wake up your body, and that's so important. Okay, now plant your feet double shoulder width apart with your toes at 45 degrees. We're going to do a plie squat. So you've got that wide base with your feet. Now you're going to put your hands on your hips or extend them out to the sides, and slowly, keeping your back straight, lower into a squat. Now you might not be able to go all that far, and that's fine. I'm going to start the 60 seconds, and then inhale on your way down. Exhale as you press your heels into the floor. This is very important. Your heels need to be pressed into the floor, and you need to contract your butt cheeks, those glutes, as you lift up. As you lower down, you're going to feel the contraction through your inner thighs. Also very good in terms of any sort of repetitive movement in your life, whether it's walking or running or biking. I hate to say this because I'm very much not about getting into the gym, but if you do go to a gym and do like an elliptical type session for cardio exercise, you really need to do moves that sort of move your body in different planes of motion. So your inner thighs are really important because they help stabilize your body. And if you're only walking forward, you're probably just using your quadricep muscle, and you don't really want to do that. So hang in there with this one more plie squat. Give me one more. and then we will move on to a lunge. We're actually going to continue with the focus on the inside part of the leg a little bit because we're going to do a lateral lunge. So sort of sticking with that theme of using side movements to help you better move your body forward, right? So you're going to stand up real tall, take a big step out with your right leg. Now bend the left knee and sit down and back. Kind of stick your butt out as you sit back. Don't let the knee of your left leg go past the tips of your left toes. So you should feel the stretch down the right side of your body. Take your time. This is a tough one, but it's very important. Now push off with the right leg back to center. And now extend the left leg out and bend the right knee. So your bending knee is always the one in the center, right? And stick your butt out as you sit down and back. Make sure the knee doesn't go past the tip of that front foot toe. Let's start the 60 seconds for you now. And go. Lateral lunges. Once again, your hands can be on your hips. You're going to bend forward a little bit, and that's okay, but just keep those abdominal muscles contracted. Draw your belly button sort of towards your spine. Kind of the best way to think about it. Keep your chest high. Keep breathing. Just try to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth consistently. A specific pattern, not super important at this point. And make sure that you keep both feet facing forward. You don't want to turn your toes out. Very nice. Good. Hang in there. 20 seconds are left. And you'll move on to a balance move. Yes, I promised this earlier when we were doing the march in place. You're going to do a tree pose for me, coming up 30 seconds on each foot. Minimal, really, sort of metric for successful balance is 30 seconds on each foot. Okay, you're done with your lateral lunges. Now bring your feet together once again. Take a deep breath. So what you're going to do is you're going to press your palms together. That sort of tree, the upper body tree part is really important. What I'm less concerned about is whether you get your foot, you slide the lingering foot up the shin towards your knee and even above your knee, theoretically, for the tree pose officially. But stabilize your weight on your right leg without turning your toes out. Remember, your toe has to be straight, and you're going to lift your left leg up. Maybe balance it on the right shin if you can, but stare at one spot on the floor or the wall. 30 seconds. Time starts now. Contract those muscles in the right leg. The right leg is a tree trunk. That is why it's called tree pose. Because you're not locking your knee, but you are squeezing those muscles. As you get to be a better exerciser, right? When you practice something, you get better at it. As you get better at doing this type of functional work, you'll start to understand how utterly important it is to be able to isometrically contract specific muscles. Okay, switch legs. Now you're on your left leg. Slide that right leg up your left shin, and time starts now. 30 seconds again. You're doing great. We're going to go down for 3 moves on the ground. After this, though, I won't make you put your head on the grass if you're out in the park. I completely understand why you would want to do that. And you didn't take a yoga mat. As I said, you didn't need one. And of course, you don't want one because you're going for a walk or a run for a mile right after this. Hang in there in that left tree pose for 3 more seconds. Keep breathing. And now bend your knees, put your hands down on the ground. Yeah, you can do it. We're going to do a plank. We are going to do a plank. So what you're going to do is you're going to walk your body out to push-up position. Now, let me just not scare you here and say, first off, if you have never done a plank before, do them on your knees. Do one on your knees. Your position, as long as your butt is down, if you're resting on your knees, is still a contraction of all the muscles that we're talking about for plank. So you don't have to rest the entire time on your toes, but you do want to be on your forearms. So your elbows on the ground or on the floor, and you're going to lower your body or lift your body up onto your toes or onto your knees. We're going to do this for 1 minute. So if you're starting on your toes and you get to 1 minute on your toes, I'll be very, very happy for you. Very impressed. This is something you should be able to do. Just if you can't hold that, don't worry about it. Just lower to your knees. Don't drop out completely, okay? Time starts now, 60 seconds. Now you want to keep your butt down. that contraction, that sort of automatic isometric contraction that takes place among all these layers of muscle inside your body. It's such an important sort of part of your existence as a human being, is the stability of your core, because your vital organs, your heart and your lungs and your liver, kidneys, all this stuff sort of resides in the middle of your body. So you really want to take care that there isn't a lot of sort of, let's say, like belly fat, because, you know, belly fat is what it is, but the visceral stuff and the extra fluid that you might have in your body, it will go away if you're really stable and in, you know, much more healthy. And the way that this plank works is that it forces all of those muscle layers, of which there are 5, to contract as you're in this position, which means that if there's extra fluid, that fluid is going to be absorbed. It's going to get out of there. So you get the benefit of looking smaller, but more importantly, you have the functional benefit of being able to do more and perform bodily functions and, you know, having fun in life more. And there's a minute. I rambled on about the benefits of the plank long enough. Okay, now sit down on your butt. Sit up real tall, bend your knees. Last 2 moves here. I'm trying to get them in. I'm going over the 12 minutes a little bit. But the first move is an inversion crunch. So your knees are bent, and all you're going to do is sit up straight and hinging at your hip, keeping your back straight, lean back, and then pull yourself forward. All right, let's start the 60 seconds on this. So you're not going to lean back all that far. Once the abs engage, they'll start shaking. And I was just doing them on my floor before I started to broadcast this routine for you, as I always do. And my abs were shaking completely. I didn't get anywhere close to putting my head on the floor. And I don't want you to put your head down. You don't have to go that far. You just have to rotate or sort of hinge back towards the floor a couple of inches to start, and then pull yourself forward. Already halfway through here. We've got 1 move left after this. We're going to do a quick Russian twist for the last 1 minute. So you will be out of here and on your way in about 13 and a half minutes. Sometimes I ramble on a little bit, and that is okay, right? You're still moving. Your 1 minute plank turned into about 1 minute and 10 seconds. So sorry, if you're a client I see in person, you know that I do that kind of a lot. Okay, last move. Let's do a Russian twist. So you're in the same position. Your knees are in the air, your feet are on the ground, your heels are down, your toes are up. Now twist, side to side. Last 60 seconds underway here. Nice. Keep breathing. Keep the back straight. Keep your shoulders back. Your chest is open. And you are ready to head out for a mile. You know, Mondays are tough. Mondays are never easy. I know I always feel a little groggy from the weekend every Monday morning, because I try to, you know, with such a busy life, I have a family, and on Saturdays and Sundays we try to do so much stuff that by Sunday night I am exhausted, and Monday morning is, you know, it always comes too fast. So you don't really want to exercise necessarily on a Monday, but if you can make this happen one day, I'm hoping you'll make it happen another day, like maybe your Tuesday and your Wednesday and your Thursday and your Friday, and then have fun on the weekends. That's my motto. With my company at InShape Fitness, I try to get clients to exercise, do the muscle, like the maintenance work, Monday through Friday, and then just do active, cool stuff on the weekends. And there you have it. I'm Kim Watkins from Move It Monday and InShape Fitness. I will see you again soon. Have a wonderful time on your mile.